You guys, put your hands together for Justin Rubenstein.
Oh, hi guys. I have some food allergies I feel you guys should know about. I'm allergic to eggs and nuts. I'm allergic to eggs, but I'm not allergic to chicken, which is kind of weird. You know, someone points to an egg, like, can you eat this? Not yet. Give it a few months. We'll see how it goes. I'm like pretty racially ambiguous. I've got people have thought I'm a lot of different things. One of my teachers thought I was Hispanic. A friend of mine thought I was Native American. My dog thinks I'm half black, half white. Colorblind. But yeah, I'm half Asian and I'm half Jewish. Something that's weird about that is I never feel Asian enough or Jewish enough to get offended when someone says something insensitive about those groups, right? Like, someone says something offensive toward Asians, I don't get offended. I'll just scan the room for a more Asian. It's like, yo, Ching Chong, you gonna take this shit? That's another thing. I don't know if I'm Asian enough to be saying Ching Chong. Thanks for not giving me a hard time. But yeah, like Kathy said, I'm in college. One thing I like about college, I don't have to drive. I hate driving, and that's partially because I have OCD, which makes you worry about these really, irrational things. So what happened to me is I'd be driving, and I'd hit a bump, and I'd be like, that's a pothole. Then 20 minutes later, I'd be like, or a small child, fuck. Who's to say? And like part of the uncertainty there is that I don't know what it feels like to run someone over with a car. So like, right? Like, I feel like I should do it on purpose once, just for a better reference point. That's what it feels like. I think I'm chilling for yesterday. Now we've got some other problems though. A common characteristic of OCD, people get really worried that they possess these traits, that they're like these terrible traits that their behavior doesn't actually reflect, right? So I've been worried before that I'm a murderer, that I'm a racist. A common one, actually, I was worried I was a pedophile. And at the time, I was like, easy way to find out. I'll look at a kid and see how aroused I get. So I did, and I was totally flaccid. I was like, yes, that's a good sign. With OCD, it's all about like not being able to tolerate uncertainty. So I was like, I need a bigger sample size. I want to make sure. And but after a while, I was telling my therapist about it, and he was like, Justin, I think the obvious explanation is that despite what you think, you're actually not looking at hot enough children. I don't know, that's pretty weird. I don't know what you see. OCD is an anxiety disorder. It's like interesting though, like when I'm doing badly with it, my social anxiety actually goes down. Just because like if I'm thinking about like the mother of the dead child I just ran over, it's hard to also be like, I hope they like me. The stakes are very different. I'll give you an example. When I was in high school, I pooped, as one does, and I went to wash my hands, and this was when I had really bad contamination OCD. Like I was afraid I would touch things, touch other people, and those people would die because I was dirty. So I pooped, and I washed my hands, and I left, and I was like, shit, I didn't wash my hands thoroughly enough. So I'm about to go back, but before that happens, a pretty lady high-fives me. And I'm like, fuck. So I was just like, hey, wash your hands. She was like, why? And I was like, I think it'd be pretty funny if you did that. But after a little bit, I was like, I don't give a shit what you think of me. I pooped, I didn't wash my hands thoroughly enough, now it's on your hands and you might die. So, we had sex later that night. No, we didn't. Shame. I think bestiality should be legal. Stay with me, right? So bestiality is illegal for the animal's sake, right? It's to protect the animal because there's no consent. So basically what we did as a society is someone was like, how about we put animals in cages, pump them with hormones, and systematically murder them so we can eat their flesh? We were like, yeah, that sounds fair. And then someone was like, can we be sexual with them? And we were like, well, we don't want to make them uncomfortable. All right, guys, that's my time. Thanks very much.